Hola, buenos dias. Hello and good morning. This is Andrew Weston, resonating all solar systems, planets, intelligence through its communication lines of all synchronizing souls through the systematical systems, energy cycles, galactic core, and its energy core. Well, you know, it's a great day right now. Birds are chirping and all that. Ground formations are in a complete source right now, so its circulation through rotation is going smoothly right now, as I'm using the 5 elements through my diamond core, through the radiation, through the laser, and its pyramids right now. So we're collecting all its patterns and frequencies through its vibration, and we're using those 4 septic centers. We've split its atmospheres into 4 sections, and those 4 sections are into 4 divisions. So everything is line formating right now through its circulation, through rotation, and its frequencies through its harmonics. So everything is balancing out pretty good right now. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers in the Higher Self channel for the love and support. You guys are an incredible force. Let's keep it up, eh? A galactic force, in and out. Just give a little taste of what infinitive breath is like. It's like a hole in my stomach. It's like space. You actually see space when I close my eyes. Like I said before in my last video, when I close my eyes, I see space. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. I did a huge meditation, and I got a huge upgrade today. So I'm extremely happy right now, and the focus is coming more to me, the clarity, the harmonious, the love, the joy, everything around me. It's century circle. There's so much love around everything. You know, once you give yourself completely, fully to the sacred, multi-universal heart. You can call it whatever you want, but it's so important to understand that it has its upgrading systems, and those upgrading systems is not just longer a heart, it's more to what you feel on a day-to-day basis, how you get up in the morning and how you react on your behaviors, how you react on your problems, how you react on your significance of everything around you, how you react around communication, how you react around work, how you react around its atmosphere, how you react around its humanity, how you react around its multi-universe. So, like I said before, we're all connected. And the more you understand that, the more you get evolved with yourself, your true self. Okay. So today I'd like to talk about what brain frequencies are. Now, it all has to do with the mind conception to the mind telepathy. Mind telepathy is the firing and wiring. So it's all those circuits in the brain. So if you're healing, basically you start off with a look at the frequencies of the brain, how the anatomy is set, how it is polarized through its magnetics. Everything's magnetic in the brain. You have the physical and you have the mental side. Now, the collaboration of the two is the separation of fullness. Fullness is through the, everything's combination through the yin and the yang, the century circle. So use that diamond core through the laser and use those circuits firing and wiring. And what that does is it does all the protons, neutrons, electrons, septagons. All those are connected through the brain frequencies. So you change those calibrations, and everything's through its calculation, and the modification is line twisting everything. So if somebody needs to be healed, you have to know exactly know the the anatomy of the body, which is extremely important. You have to know exactly, the bone structure, and because in a human vessel it's all bones and tissue and cartilage, and it has everything inside. Its body and ecosystems. Like the human vessel has everything that's contained in the ecosystem. Same thing with the higher self. The higher self contains all electricity and circuits and everything's through its septic centers, its heat condensers, its coolants, its velocity of speed. It also has a time switch. It has a time switch in your body. When you're in space continuum, you no longer are a human vessel. You are in space. You are a galactic force. So you have to be connected with the galactic force. You have to understand, I think I mentioned too about the higher self, how it has its own connection wires. Everything is connected through velocity of the acceleration of its speed, and everything through its atmospheres, how it collects everything through its patterns and its radio signals, through shape-shifting winds of other shapes, through its frequencies and harmonics. So it's total wind of fractions of a combination of all different shapes, how we come with our locations. So once we center point all those shapes, we put those in different dimensions, and those dimensions are different parallels, and those parallels follow up through the oscillation winds of paradoxes, and those paradoxes are in a totally different wormhole, and that wormhole has its continuous force. So you're basically time warping, and understanding time warping is understanding time leaping and vortexing and hyperspace. Then you go supersonic. Supersonic is really cool. That's basically when you're vortexing, but you're speeding at the same time through a wormhole. And that wormhole has connection because you can go through multiple wormholes, not just one. You think you're going through one, but your eye perception doesn't see 3-dimension, doesn't see 5-dimension. It sees what it wants to see. It understands your circuits, it understands your upgrades and your uplinks. So if you're going the velocity of Mach, then you're going to be going the velocity of different wormholes through that century circle. And those wormholes are going to have all connections through different dimensions, and those dimensions are going to be high rising through the higher self, through the solar self, higher self, through the harmonics, and the galactic. Once you're in the galactic, everything is connected. All its line formations, all its shapes, all its dimensions, all its multi-universes, all its solar systems, all its intelligence, everything is connected through that. And the more you understand that, the more you get a better idea of who you are. Now, I keep saying that it's so important to understand that you're the same person every time you wake up. So if you wake up and you're not your higher self, then you have to go back to basics, because you should be waking up. Because I have full upgrades on everything, and my 20 chakra formations that I use on a day-to-day basis. I can't use all 20 because it's extremely powerful. So I use my centers, which are 1 to 7. Those are the healing aspects through the Kundalini and the transformation light, so I can use those. But anything above that, I have to do double protection, or maybe triple protection, because I'm going higher into a frequency of harmonics. And those calculations are line forming, and those frequency levels are at an extremely high pitch. So you really have to know how to communicate through intelligence when you're at that level. I mean, just like 20 chakra formations, an average person maybe has between 5, 7, and 12. And having 20 chakra formations is a godsend. You know, I've been gifted, and I use that to my full advantage. So, like I said, I did a huge meditation, and I feel wonderful. I feel fantastic. I feel outrageous. I feel unbelievable. Like, the energy cycles through my energy fields. My energy fields are having full connection right now. Believe it or not, when you're in touch with your energy fields and your energy systematical systems through their cycle systems, everything's connected through its line wires. And those line wires are in hyperdrive. And the hyperdrive is connected through the circuits. And those circuits have tremendous force. So it's talking to me. So now, not only I communicate with the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon, but I have full collaboration, relationship, partnership with its atmospheres of all realms, all mountains, all waters continuing. And once you have communication, your frequencies are balanced forever. And forever is not even a word. The entirety of everything around it is its sovereignty. Like I said before, the sovereignty is extremely important, because that's what's happening, is the big change, the big shift. Everything is going through is polarized, mechanized. The cycle systems. Now, a cycle system is basically upgrading your systematical systems, but at a full speed through the body and the ecosystems. So imagine all those energies that are going into you. Those wind factors are going extremely fast inside your body, and it's going through circulation and rotation. So imagine how fast that is. Some energies are different, some shapes are different. But once you're connected with your energy fields and your atmospheres, your connection wires are everywhere throughout its galaxies. Galaxies are incredible too, because you can go from one dimension to another parallel, and those parallels are split through its separation. And they have those hole centers. Those hole centers are connections to the, remember I was telling you about the flower of love? Well, that's what it is. So it's climbing up that stem, but it's actually into the center of the flower, and you're using all those communication lines. Remember how I was telling you about the infinity, how it has 12 intelligences in one center? Well, triple that, or even quadruple that, times that, on how many is in a metric infinity circle. Now, once you get that collaboration through relationship and partnership, you are connected everywhere, of anything and everything. So, it's amazing when you get to that point. It really is. You know, it's amazing to see that, you know, have these viewers and they're getting full connection with their meditation, full connection with their higher self, full connection with their chakra formations, understanding how to meditate, understanding their breathings. Try to get your definitive breath going. Focus on that. It's extremely important. Once you get that, we can work towards partnership. Partnership is very hard to get. It is very, very hard to get, because you can't communicate with everything until you know yourself. Once you know yourself, you're in touch with its community and its intelligence and its solar system and its planets. And they know exactly who you are. Because when you're in the galactic force, they know exactly who they are. They do. And it's extremely important to know that all intelligence don't doubt themselves. They know who they are on an everyday basis. They're the same person. And once you understand that, you understand yourself, your definitive self, your higher self, your solar self, your harmonic self, your galactic self. And the most important is understand the multi-universes combined through the polarized electric, magnesium, magnetic force field of a universal heart. So, because the heart has full collaboration and relationship and partnership. So, and it's continuous force, because it just keeps going through the galactic system. It never stops. It goes round and round and round and round. And it just gets stronger every single day. The more you focus on that, the more aware everything around you you're going to feel. The power within. Then it becomes the power without. The galactic force in and the galactic force out. So, I think that's good for now. You know, you guys are getting connection with your eyes right now, and I'm using the 5 elements. You know, they're in their shape-shifting winds right now through its atmospheres and its 4 septic centers, and you're using their divisions through the transformation lights through the 3rd eye. So it has its own connection wires right now. So it's uprising its system through the systematical systems, energy cycle systems, and the body and eco matter. So you're getting connection not just with this atmosphere, not just with this oxygen, not just with your eyes, but now you're getting connected with the body and its energetic force fields around it, plus that meteorological, systematical energy glow. So you're high-rising, you're synchronizing souls right now through the magnetic force. That's what's happening right now. So get ready for that. So I'm going to tap out for now. Questions or comments are great. I love hearing from you guys. This is Energy Western Resident in all solar systems, planets, intelligence. Galactic Octave 7. Calling out. Adios.